Take 3, ladies and gentlemen. I can't speak today. Therefore, welcome to Final Fantasy XIV Hanantasy 14. I talk gibberish 2 times in the intros. Let's make it a 3rd time and let's head on into Final Fantasy. I have no clue where we left off because my mind was very occupied the last 4 days. And I don't recollect whatever the hell we are going to do in the game. So let's get on in. We have made a little bit of gold saucer stuff in our downtime. Basically, I made a gear set, I made a glamour plate. Am I using the glamour plate? I don't know. Am I using this glamour plate? I don't know. Just had a little bit of fun in gold saucer with this character. Nothing all too much, but we have only our main story quest to go. I remember that we are soon level 40 for our main quest warrior. So that would be also quite interesting. However, let's get on in, let's get things going, and let's return to main story quest. So, but before we do, let's scratch the tickets. Shall we? Let's scratch the tickets, because why not? We're already here. Not too bad. Trash. Let's go here. I always scratch the corners in case there is a line visible, but this is trash in any way, shape or form. So this is also quite bad. But this one sure is it. Not really. Let's grab this. And well, that was awful. That was awful. But yeah, guys, it's been quite a day. It's been quite a week actually for me, even though today is Tuesday and it is patch day for 7.5 on the 28th of April. And yeah, it's been quite hard. I remember we did Hauke. Which had a very brutal intro story actually. And the lore around Hauke is kind of insane, but yes, we basically had patch day today. Therefore, we have a new alliance raid in Dawn Trail. We have a new dungeon and a new trial. Already did the dungeon, already did the alliance raid, but did not do the trial. So yeah, let's speak to Ursulindel. Ah, you are returned. What sights await you within the manor? What has become of Lady Amandine? You must tell me all. So she went so far as to consort with devils. Would that I could have done more to prevent her fall. May she finally peace in the beyond. Find peace in the beyond. I know not whether the masked men you encounter are the same pair that first led my lady astray. Whew. Well, it is plain that they are of the same vile brood. Should the chance ever present itself, promise me that you will visit upon them tenfold the woe that have brought upon others. But who am I to speak of punishment? By my silence I allowed, I know not how many innocent young women to die in the unspeakable circumstances. It matters not wherefore, through misplaced loyalty, cowardice, or both. I am an abettor of gross crime. I will surrender myself to the authorities and accept whatever punishment they deem just. I only pray the gods will have mercy on my soul. Alrighty, pray return to the waking sands. Hello there, Fox. Welcome to today's Final Fantasy stream. Speaking of streams, in about a month exactly, on the 28th of May, Path of Exile 2 0.5 will be released. And I quite fancy that, so therefore we will definitely stream on patch day, even though it's quite chaotic on patch day. If you know, you know. If you don't, please watch. The release day of every Path of Exile patch is kind of insane. And I might do some preparation streams for for Path of Exile, because I want to try out a few things. So let's enter the Solar and talk to Bubiphilia. Minphilia, obviously. Welcome back, guys. I live. Full glad I am to see you safely return. Tell me how I can't read today, I'm sorry. Tell me, how fared you on your sojourn into the 12's Wood? Two of La Habrea's minions? And they sought to measure the strength by their own admission? The devils taunt us. I can't read today. It is beyond doubt then the Ascians have begun to move in earnest. Would that we knew to what end. Yet I will not bemoan our plight. Thanks to your tireless efforts, we are at least aware of the encroaching darkness. Alas, we can only do so much. It is clear to me now that we scions are too few to protect the realm against this threat unaided. We must alert the three nations to presence the elusive enemy and recommend that they heighten their vigil. There's no shortage of misery in the world that the Ascians might exploit. We have an arduous struggle ahead of us. Yet come what may, we must not allow ourselves to become lost to hope, for that is precisely what the enemy desires. We have gleaned all that we can from the information available to us. Let us set this investigation aside for the present. Another matter has arisen that it requires your attention. Let me know when you are ready to be briefed, and I will summon the others. That's very much sounds like the next primal. Hello there, Fox.
Hey there. I have a question.
I'm sure.
No YouTube today.
I actually clicked YouTube. The preview is live on my side.
It's not live on my side.
Well, that sounds like a you problem in this. Because I can see the stream here.
Okay, seeing as, let me show you.
No, it's actually not live, but it is showing me the YouTube preview.
YouTube being YouTube.
Yes, it actually is showing me the YouTube preview.
So,
like
you could say...
I literally have the preview right here. So
you could say I'm right and you're wrong.
No. Okay, look at this.
Okay.
Look at this.
I know.
I'm just gonna show it on stream. Look at this, guys. Mainstream.
Why doesn't it?
There we are.
What?
Here's the main stream, right? Here is my Twitch side. Here's the Twitch chat. Here's the YouTube chat. It literally says live, okay? It literally says live.
It does. Why doesn't it show
And
it,
here's the preview, alright? This is the YouTube interface. And I am not live on YouTube.
That's so stupid.
So now, I'm just gonna stop the YouTube stream. We will see it disappear. We will see it, there it is, now disappeared, alright. Now, let's click exit the stream, yes, enter the stream. There we are. So, and now, let's click live again. Let's see if it connects. It literally says connected, alright, guys, it literally says connected.
Refresh, it's not live though.
There it is. The stream is back up. You guys can see that.
Okay.
I changed nothing. I changed nothing. I didn't get a token message or anything like that. And yes, the interface is abhorrent. This is terrible to look at. I fully get it. But yes, it doesn't say live, so I can't fix it currently. All I can do is literally press the live button. It literally shows it live, but we can't see it. So, like,
okay.
Let's look at the browser. Let's look at the browser. If the browser says live, where is my Liberwolf flow?
It's not on my side.
Yeah, I know. YouTubes and stuff. It doesn't say live. So, we literally are live here, guys. We literally are live. So,
I wonder why.
I can't do anything about it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Can't do anything about it. I swear, usually it works. Usually it works. Test cat.
Yes, because I've got the fat cat button now. And I wanted to see if it came up or not.
Okay, the fat cat button. Sure.
Yeah, see? Look.
Yeah,
Look at my screen.
I can see
I'm not
it.
streaming.
I can see. Yes, you're not streaming, but I can see it.
No. It's
Okay.
the Final Fantasy fat cat.
The Wrath of Titan is the next quest. Woohoo! Titan. Titan.
I'll leave it open just in case.
It literally, the preview is live here, so...
サロミンさんのグランドカンパニー国家団から依頼があったわ。コボルド族の調査結果が来たのね。ええ、そうよ。正確には調査結果を受けての依頼というところかしら。どういうこと？落ち着いて聞いて。リムサロミンサのコボルド族が万神タイタンを再召喚したらしいの。
Titan! The, I believe, only boss in the entire game, even today, that has 5 soundtracks in one fight. So, Shinryu has 2. Shinryu has 2. Outside of that, I don't think any other fight comes even close to that. Not counting the ultimates, of course, because ultimates are like insane. But yeah.
依頼内容はタイタンの討伐。国家団の討伐隊へ同行し、作戦に協力することよ。
Also Titan Extreme being amazing fight.
国家団は以前からコボルド族を継続して調査していたわ。国家団が設立される数年前、万神リヴァイアさんとタイタンが同時期に召喚されたことがあったわ。この時、メルウィブ提督は海遊旅団という傭兵団を雇って送り込み、討伐を成功させた。しかし、2つの蛮族はしばらくの後にそれぞれの万神を再召喚し、この時は幸い、どちらも一時的に召喚しただけで大きな被害はなかったのだけどね。でも、願いが万神を権限させる以上、万神殲滅の難しさを物語る事例となっているわ。それ以来、国家団は蛮族を、特に先の召喚以降頻繁に活動していたコボルド族を重点的に監視していた。そしてこの依頼というわけね。悪いことに万神イフリートと違って情報が圧倒的に少ないわ。唯一万神タイタン討伐の実績がある傭兵団海遊旅団は5年前に解散しているの。つまり戦闘記録がないってこと。激戦になる。国家団に同行するとはいえ、相手は万神。どういったことが起こるのか想像できない。しかもコボルド族は閉鎖的な蛮族。シルフ族の時と違って対話による解決は難しいでしょうね。今度はあなたの超える力ではない、あなたの冒険者としての力が試されることになる。いくらエオルゼアのためとはいえ危険すぎるわ。この依頼は断っても。協力してくれるの？
I don't have a choice.
ありがとう。
リムサロミンサとくればヤシュトラですね。ちょうどこの件にも詳しい。ミフィリア。
ヤシュトラ、お願いできる？元よりそのつもりよ。ありがとう、ヤシュトラ。よし、やるとなったらとことんやるわよ。
You just said thanks, Ishtola, not ever reliable.
本依頼は暁の決命全体で支援します。私たちが任務で一緒に行けない分、しっかり支援するのよ。サンクレット、いいだ。それぞれ担当国のグランドカンパニーへ行って状況説明と支援要請を。
ウリエンジェさん、バルデシオン委員会へ連絡をお願い。できればアルフィノにも。パパリも少しでもいい。万神タイタンの情報を集めて。依頼の詳細は国家団の作戦本部でしてくれるそうよ。現地へ向かって。十分に用意をして出かけてね。あなたたちにクリスタルの導きがあらんことを。
Alrighty, let's do the Titan story quest. Woo! Oh, speak with Rashat. Okay, so that would be in Limsa Lobimza. Speaking of Limsa Lobimza, we have a little update in our gear, guys. Technically, I should have just leveled up a little bit, but I didn't want to do that off stream, really. But we have a full level 44 gear set available, except for the accessories, which comes from Dismail. So there's a full Dismail set here available for me. And I know I don't really wanna like use my own characters to buff this character, but if I buy it from the market board or not makes the same difference. We have a full level 50 gear set available to us. That means if we reach level 50 before MSQ 50, we can equip a full set of adequate gear and finish A Realm Reborn without much of gear trouble, which is pretty nice. So hail adventurer and welcome to the Maelstrom Command. If you wish to know about enlisting, speak with the personal officer, unless you are the guest we were told to expect. Forgive me, madam. To business then. Where are you looking? You are still... No, you're a belly button looker, you are. That's what you are, a belly button looker. To business then, as we told the antecedent. What? As it was told the antecedent, the kobolds have once again summoned Titan. A little over a moon ago, we began to observe the beastmen moving south in increasing numbers from Ogomoro. Our scouts subsequently confirmed the object of their aggression. Crystals. Fodder for the fell primal. Am I bigger than Melwhip? I think I'm bigger than Melwhip. Thank you, High Commander. You may leave the rest to me. Word has spread of your accomplishments, Izalith. On behalf of Limsa Lobimza, I thank you for heeding our call. Forgive the lack of forewarning, High Commander. The Admiral wished to address Izalith personally. We are no strangers to conflict. Long have the Sahagin and the kobolds plagued our people. Nor is it the first time we have had to address a primal threat. In the past, when Titan rose to threaten the peace, it was the company of heroes we turned. But they are long disbanded, and we must look for other brave souls blessed with the strength to face this foe. So it is that we now turn to the science of the Seventh Dawn, confident in the belief that you are Limsa's best hope. I hope you're right. Yet the situation is far from simple. The kobolds are not prone to unprovoked aggression. Did not the thalassocracy make a pact with the beastmen that they would each keep to their own lands, and no blood would be shed? And I just spilled drink over my gaming pillow. Great. Because you are muted, Fox, so you can't scold me.
After you scolded me this morning for it.
Yes. I will fully admit it. Also, I'm using gaming pillows I made myself, which is really, really nice. That one needs redoing, though, because it's a tad bit too big. But these are nice.
Hang on. Hold them up again. Hold them up again. Now, put them a bit more close together. That's better. That's perfect.
Oh, God. Nighttime! Nighttime! And was it not the Lominsans who violated this agreement, dissatisfied with their lot? Shall we then condemn the beastmen for defending their homes? Even a pirate must one day recap what she has sown. I would advise you to choose your words with greater care, Lady Ishtola. Stand down, High Commander. She has the right of it. And the wrong is mine. Freely do I claim it, yet it makes little difference. Remorse will not shield us from Titan's wrath. Or would you have us fall upon our swords? My apologies, Admiral. The safety and security of Limsa citizenry are, of course, a paramount concern. God, she's such a bitch. Really cool. Already, we have observed disruptions in the flow of ether further inland. The effects will be felt here in the city ere long. I ask much of you, I know. But the need is great. Can I count on your help, Isalif? You have my thanks, along with the full support of the Maelstrom. I await good tidings. The kobolds should summon Titan demonstrates they are no longer amenable to negotiation. This being the case, we must needs prepare for conflict before we meet Titan in the field. However, it would be wise to learn all that we can of our foe. And I can think of no better source of information than the mercenaries who defeated him once before. Company of heroes may be no more, but several of its former members still live. It is said that one of them is employed at the Grey Frieden Mills in Lower Lanosea. Quite why a mercenary should choose to become a miller, I don't know. Thorfinn Karlsefni? You know? When you find him, mayhap you could ask him for me. I mean, meanwhile, shall I seek his fellows? Yeah, a mercenary becoming a farmer. I don't think that's all far too off. The most famous example is probably Thorfinn. Basically mercenary child. Had his, well, life destroyed in front of him. And therefore... he turned to farming because he became a slave and he worked at a farm, and then we got Farmland Saga, and that was arguably the best story arc of Vinland Saga to ever exist. Baltic Sea is quite nice, but man, I'm a big fan of Farmland Saga arc. That was really cool. He met Einar there and lots of stuff happened. Yeah, really good. Big Vinland Saga fan. Big Vinland Saga. Very unhappy with the ending. Very unhappy with the ending. Was way too abrupt. Way too many open questions. And not enough concluded stories. I think the ending felt rushed and bad from Vinland Saga, which no longer makes it a 10 out of 10 manga for me. It's barely a 9 now, barely. The ending really hurt. Oh. Also guys, this week in Germany we have a holiday on Friday, which means no stream. We shall return on Monday. Because we have only...
International holiday.
Huh?
It's an international holiday.
Like international?
International.
Oh yeah, there you go. But yeah, we have a holiday, and therefore we will return on a Monday. Lay down your burden, son, come drain the pit. Okay. Lay down your burden, son, come drain a pint with me. We'll have a grand old time, find ye lesser three. You gonna say something, adventurer? Or just gonna keep staring? Eh? You wanna know about the company of heroes? Ah, hells. Price of bleeding fame. Come the miller mill in peace no more. Still, seeing as you've come all the way, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to oblige you. Lucky yourself. Consider yourself lucky, lass. Old Trachtum was the company's best axeman. Now, what is it you want to know? I level up! 39. 39. Nice pants. So you want to hear a tale of how the company of heroes bested the primal, do you? Let me guess, you mean the bested Tidus, eh? Tidus? I've only been here to see. It was a mighty struggle, like the legends of old. Me and the boys fought him for 3 days and nights we did. The ground trembled every step Titus took. Titus. And that when he hit you, girl, it felt like a cannonball to the gut. Just like that. Yeah, I'm not impressed. Oh, what's to look for? Goddamn hero, I'll have you know. The people around here sing me praises. And tell me you only care about learning the secret tactics we used to beat old Titus. Well, too bad, cause I'm not feeling charitable. If you're so damn desperate, then why don't you do me a favor and kill those rats that have made a nest by the windmills just south of here? I'll do that and then we'll talk. Well, seeing as he's calling it Titus, I think he's a fraud. I think he's a fraud. So, yeah. But let's kill some rats, shall we? Let's kill some ratsu. There we go, some Oratsu. Oh yeah, funnily enough, today's patch day, right? 7.5, guys. And one big change is that the dye system has been changed. No longer does suit black dye matter in the game. It is now consolidated into general dyes. Hence why we are receiving a general spectrum dye from this quest now. If we would have done that yesterday, we would have gotten a colored dye here. Now we have a consolidated dye system. That took a while, but that is very welcome.
Yes, and I'm looking ravishing in my newly dyed gear.
Wanna zoom in?
I mean, yeah, but this is just the outfit number 1.
Well, your hairstyle kind of reminds me of a certain character. Even
I
the
know,
ears.
I need to change it. It's too similar to yours. I need to change it. I thought
too
it was
similar.
different.
It is the exact hairstyle and ears.
Okay, yes, the ears, yes, but the hairstyle.
It's also the exact same.
I know,
Even the
but I thought
highlights
yours-
are black.
Yeah, but they've been black for the last like 2 weeks. You
Yeah,
didn't notice.
but
You just don't look at my
specifically this
character anymore.
hairstyle, I have with the black.
All right.
So the beasties are dead, are they? Nice work, Ventura. Save me the hassle of... Nah, never mind. But you're still asking about we beat Titus? I don't know, Ventura. It was a pretty risky strategy, the kind only a veteran of 10 score battles could rely upon. I want to teach you, truly do, but unless you prove you have to what it takes to face that fat bastard, they can't in good conscience tell you a damn thing. At the very least, you'd need a capable slaying gobbo. Come to think of it, that's not a bad idea. Them creatures have a taste for the full milled here. So you ought finding no trouble one in vicinity. Of course, I ain't asking. To ye cut down quick as a skilled axeman like myself. Any road. Why don't ye try heading west and standing a lookout in case an old gobbo comes rallying. Slay it and I might consider telling you more about old Titus. Ah, that smells like, well, a trap. And the fox felt forced to change her hairstyle. You feel the ground tremble beneath your feet. Let's kill the gobbo. Easy enough. What level is our Choco Bro? It is still rank 1. Well, we haven't really played the game, right? You again? Then the god Gobo was harassing the militaries dead? Didn't think you had it in you, adventurer. Still, you took forever and a day to get the job done. I'm still not so sure I should tell you our secrets. Guy, you're a fraud, man. So I was saying, I still don't know if you got what it takes to face Titus. Maybe if you slew Thrachtum? You in here drinking again? If you are, that gobble better head be dead. Oh, it's that, chief. You gave my word on that. Leave the beast skull in two with my trusty XIV. It's not a fact. And what will your friend here say if I ask her? She'll vouch for me, of course. Ain't that right, friend? Then tell me true. Was it Trachtum who slew that gobo, or was it you? Chief, what are you saying? It's me, Trachtum. The finest axeman to ever serve in the company of heroes. The legendary mercenaries who slew that bastard Titus. Titus? Titus? Who in the Seven Hells is Titus? Some primal you fought in a drunk sudden dream? The company of heroes slew Titan, you bloody halfwit. Well, see, Titus was what me and the lads used to call him. That's the biggest lot of sahagging shite I've ever heard. Both of you outside will learn the truth the Lominsan way. Trachtum, if you didn't slay that gobbo, then you may consider your contract revoked. Oh well. Yeah. Let's do it the Lominsan way. Okay, a single battle. Let's go. My boulder is a little larger. Alright then, you know the rules. First one to smash their boulder will be judged the Gobble's lair. Okay. Who picked the boulders? They're nothing alike. The hell's with it. Let the contest begin. Since we don't have our rage bar in this story mode right here, let's triple up. Oh, we're being attacked with a paralyze. Oh well. We dodged the paralyze. Ha! You bastard. Can't even paralyze me. Fucking idiot. You're still at it, bugger me! Yeah. Oh, it's a bomb. Might as well take care of the bomb, right? Probably not even necessary to give it the DPS that I have, but let's kill the bomb. And that should be it. Oh, not now. There we go. Duty complete. Well. Alright, admit it. I'd lied about being a company of heroes. But I'm begging you, Chief, please don't dismiss me. I've learned my lesson. I honestly have. No. Yeah, no. Save your blubbering, Trachtum. God, should have known. Mercy, please. I didn't want to deceive you, I swear. It's just that I keep getting turned away by all the folk that I asked for work, and then I panicked. Yeah, well, you lied. And you deceived your employer, so... No, be gone. The last job I had was at Costa del Sol. And there was this grizzled marauder everyone treated like royalty. When I heard he was the captain of the company of heroes, I finally understood why. I wasn't being serious when I said I was one of them. But you wouldn't believe me, look. His name was Weisket, alright? Weisket. He will tell you how to defeat Titus or whatever the hell this thing's name is. That's what you wanted, ain't it? So come on then, tell the chief to forgive me, it's only fair. No. No. I'm not telling the chief to defend him, no. He lied. If you lie, if my company ever makes it with my video game and you lie on your resume sheet and I find that out without you telling me first, that's bad. If you lie to me and then you're honest to me on your own, well, then we might be able to work something out. But if I find out that you lied, and if I'm the first to find out that you lied, and we have a problem. So, don't lie, guys. Pardon? You wish to slay the Lord of Cracks? We must slay him, Captain. The people of Limsa are depending upon us. You fancy yourselves heroes then? Just like in the tales? Be not so quick to judge. Long have I labored for the well-being of you and yours. And my associate here has bathed in Ifrit's hellfire and lived. She is blessed with a power that protects her from tribal influence. Therefore she was able to lay low the Lord of Inferno. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible caution. Let's change the air. We know full well the risks and have taken every possible precaution. We lack only the knowledge on how to enter Titan's lair. Pray be so good as to grant us the boon of your wisdom, and we shall be on our way. A woman who can't be tampered, useful, but that will be not enough. It is true that the company of heroes fought and fell primals, but each victory was bought with the lifeblood of brave men and women. And Titan was the worst we faced. Aye, we defeated him in the end, but he took from us some of our very best. Even if you possess the power you claim, I have no reason to believe that you will succeed. Believe what you will, we mean to try. Though our lives be forfeit, we will not abandon Limsa to the wrath of Titan. You're passionate, I'll grant you that. And you deserve better than the greeting I gave you, but I will not send you into Gomorrah on a whim. To be plain, I do not wish to see you give your lives in vain. At the very least, I must have assurance that you are more than a common adventurer. I oversee the security for Masa Gege Ruju's estates. Perhaps you can demonstrate your abilities by attending to one of our... Ye gods, man! Have you heard nothing I said? We have no time to perform trivial tasks. The enemy is at the gates. Do you imagine words can sway me, girl? Ooh. Ooh. If you dislike my conditions, then you are welcome to find out your own way into Gomorrah. Though it pains me to admit it, I fear we have no choice but to acquiesce the demands. Yet much remains to be done if we are to best Titan. Forgive me, but I must ask you to undertake this task alone. I will use the time to see the remaining preparations. Woo! Leaving the dirty work to others, are we? Nah, very well. Pray do whatever the good captain bids, however trifling. Remember, the fate of Limsa Lobimsa hangs in the balance. Master Gigeruju's request can be more demanding than you realize. Before I set you to your true task, I would like to verify that this won't be a waste of my time. Nix has recently been seen prowling to the beach of East. You can imagine my master does not want a lot of slimy creatures anywhere near his lands. The beast is cunning, but you should have no difficulty luring it out with a herring. Slay the Nix and return to me. No, and don't forget to bring me a leg as proof of the kill. Alrighty, let's hunt some leggies. Nix's healing. Nix's healing. Look at her heal. See, she smashes the buttons with utmost frivolity.
Okay.
Let's use the fattened herring.
Trying to get the feel the tank doesn't know what he's doing.
At least he's a paladin, so he has done the class quest and he has a relic weapon. No, that's actually the Knights of the Round weapon. However, he has a Emperor's shield, which means the shield is not visible. Therefore, he has an Emperor's shield. Lie in wait for the Nyx. Nyx is dead. And I need to snoot my toot. Because
he's not sprinting. I don't know what to do. He's not sprinting.
Yeah, I have a different speed than most tanks in dungeons. So, let me snoot my toot real quickly. Well, did you deal with the Nyx? Lest you think me overly cautious for testing you this way, you should know that we had an incident not too long ago. A foolish young employee was dismissed for lying about his past. He claimed to have served in the company of heroes, but I knew for a fact he did not. Anyway, and now it is a pointless busy work is finished. I shall give you a challenge that befits your talents. Two highly distinguished individuals are scheduled to visit Costa del Sol in the near future, and Master Gigeruju wishes to welcome them with an elaborate banquet. But while money is no object, not everything Master Gigeruju desires can be easily purchased. It is to be an extremely exotic feast, and so, Izalith, your mission is to seek out and obtain a rare ingredient of our chefs requires. Naturally, such fine dining must be accompanied with a suitable wine. And by suitable, I mean the very best there is. That, however, can wait for the time being, as I believe you have enough on your plate as is. It will be a long and arduous journey, but you will not toil alone. Many of the mercenaries who once served under my command still live, and they will guide you to your quest. For the first ingredient, I will have you travel to the South Shroud and speak with Landenel at Tranquil. What? You mean to tell me you cannot afford to waste your time as your associate did? Adventurer, you do not have the endurance to complete this mission. How do you expect me to believe that you can outlast the Lord of Crags? Either you do it or you don't. I have work to do. From A to B to C to A to B to A to B to C to B to A to B. Terrible quest design.
21 for me.
There's Lalandel. Do you require resistance, adventurer? So this is the one who would challenge Titan. I've been expecting you, Izalith. The ingredient you seek is the egg of a giant and a mantoise. The method of acquisition should be obvious. You steal it from the beast's nest, of course. Simple in theory, but difficult in execution. Most who try die in their attempt. Will I help you get it? Ha! You amuse me. I will not jeopardize my position by openly assisting you. All cowards. From me, you will only receive information. What you do with it is your choice. Let me be clear, this business between you, me, and the captain must remain a secret. See, I don't regret my time spent with the company in the slightest, traveling the world, meeting interesting people, killing them. It was all jolly good fun. Alas, Credanians are, by and large, an unforgiving lot, ditto here being a rare exception. I've had to go to great lengths to ensure that I am seen as a model citizen. And with no taste for drinking, whoring, gambling, and all those other activities I so dearly miss. And so, understand, if I ruin my little charade by wagging your tongue, I'll fashion a noose with your entrails and hang you from the nearest heavens pillar. Dude, I want to kill you so badly. Well, what are you waiting for then? There's a perfectly good adamantoise egg in the nest east here, just ripe for the taking. Not that I expect you to live long enough to claim it. The mother never strays far from the child. You will surely be attacked the moment you lay hands upon the egg. There will be other heroes, Izalith. You do not need to challenge Titan. Abandon your quest or your corpse will rot in the swamp. Well, I kind of want to put my axe between your eyes and split in two what is there to be split. So I would like to lobotomize you, dude. So let's go down and let's get our adamant Hoizak. I kind of feel like you're kind of slow, Fox, in the dungeon.
Who, me or the group?
The group.
The group's super slow. I'm used to Hannah speed.
Which is sprint maximum wall to wall.
13-second dungeon, right?
Yup. 13-second story, in and out. I mean, wall to wall, even the early stages, is actually quite good. Prepares you for the actual true endgame, which happens around 53, 55-ish, that the speed goes up into the sky. And after 60, obviously, it is just wall to wall, bolts to the walls in this case. Nice. Though you might have a good sense to leave this place by your continued presence, I take you intend to preserve to the bitter end. Such bravery, such recklessness, that will serve you well against Titan. Leave the egg with me. I'll see that it gets to the captain. You should make haste to southern Tanalan. In the Forgotten Springs, you will find a man named Uodo Nun. He will be your next guide. Safe travels, Izalith. I still want to split your head. Tanalan, we have visited the springs before, which is very good. Okie dokie. State your business, adventurer. So this is the one Wisecat sends me. I haven't the foggiest what he sees in you. Until I do, you will receive no aid from me. Persistent bugger. Very well, let's have a look at you. You've seen your share of battle, there's no mistaking that, and you did manage to obtain the adamant Hoizak. However, that was not more but a display of brute force and blind courage. The nun I once fought also believed the strength would stave him. He was wrong, and now I am none. Many years ago, I joined the company of heroes to hone my skills instead of challenging my predecessors before I was ready. Even when I was young, I understood that victory goes to the patient, the cunning, the pragmatic. That is why I claimed my position, that is why I still hold it, and this is why I will not help any unproven whelp. The children of the sands do not offer aid to strangers, and to do so a sign of weakness. However, if you were to recognize a skilled hunter on your own right, it would be permissible to assist you. Across the desert to the east lies an Amalja encampment. There dwells a warrior renowned for both his strength and his guile. To even face this Amalja in battle, you must find a way to lure him away from the encampment. This will be your test. Draw out and defeat the veteran. For this you will offer no advice, only this worn spear. Why, you ask? Well, you will have to solve that riddle yourself. Now go, slay this old warrior and bring me the necklace. I kinda wanna split your head too with my axe. I don't know, just have the feeling.
I got 2 commendations.
There you go. How many do you have now?
I had 18, so
that
I
would
should
be
have
20.
20.
Cool.
20.
Cool. Healers and tanks get the most commendations. To receive a commendation as a DPS, you have to be really good and really nice and chatty with people. It has happened before. I gotten 3 commendations as my samurai, but you have to be a bit lucky. If you want to farm commendations in the game, play tank or healer. That's the real way to do it. So we are almost level 40, which means we are soon at our warrior quest. Okay. We have a destination here. So we have the spear. Now we need to wait for a monster to arrive. There's the Amalja. Easy enough. Let's enable crit. Really easy. There we go. I'm too lazy, so I'm gonna take a teleport. Yes?
Can you remind me how to look at chain of quests?
You mean the quests that you have done?
Yes.
Okay.
To know what comes next.
You open up your quest log. With J, there is a complete button. And then you can choose whatever quest basically you want to choose. The most important one is the one with the 2 swords. That is your job quests. That is your job quests. And if you click into that one with the 2 swords, you can then sort by Discipline of War, which is everything melee. Disciple of Magic, which is everything caster, and on the bottom are the job quests. On the bottom are the job quests. So what quests in particular you want to have?
For White Mage.
For White Mage.
So it stops at 30.
No. That you're currently looking at Disciple of Magic, which is Conjurer. But what you need to do is Disciple of Magic job quests. So drop down menu. You need to go Disciple of Magic job quests. And there you see Seer Folly. And then on the very bottom, click in it. And now scroll down at the bottom of the quest. The next White Mage quest will be available on Raya Osana upon reaching 35.
Okay.
So you have to remember where Raya is. If not, a quick Google usually does it.
Oh, I've got to defeat...
No.
No, I've done that.
No. What is your question? What is your question?
No, it's okay. So I need to go and find Raya Osana. Okay.
Yes. You need to find Raya Osana.
Evershade. Okay, thank you.
Yep. I really like the quest tracking feature in this game because there are so many quests that you need to do. It's hard to keep track of it sometimes. Especially if you take a longer break, like 4 days, and then you forget everything. Tell me, adventurer, is the old nemesis dead? This is a fine necklace, as befits a veteran of the countless battles. It will make an excellent trophy. The spear, it belonged to one of his brothers. I knew when he spied it from afar, he would be unable to resist venturing outside of the encampment to see it for himself. Did you discern my intent, or was it dumb luck, I wonder? Either way, you impressed me, adventurer. I shall tell you of the ingredient you seek. A shame that we did not meet when I was still in the company of heroes. You would have made a fine recruit. Yeah, would have split your skull. There is no point in dwelling on what cannot be. You have a Welwick worm to hunt. Sandworms slither brazenly across the desert dunes, but Welwick worms are far fewer in number. Rarity breeds demand, and so their meat is highly priced as a delicacy. The only way to catch your quarry is to entice it with something it cannot resist. These worms prey on the smaller creatures of the Zagoli. A fresh slaughtered angler carcass would be my choice of bait. There is an area teeming with anglers to the east. I will mark it upon your map, along with the location where Welwick worms are most frequently sighted. Be warned, the blood will drive the worm into a feeding frenzy. If your skills are lacking, it will devour you as well. Should be no problem. After this quest, guys, we're gonna finish today's episode, and we will move on to the second episode of each stream, twitch.tv/Hanantasy, live play HZTV. We are usually live on YouTube. My preview works on YouTube, but we're not showing up on YouTube. Let me check if we are showing up now, for whatever reason. No.
Not on my side.
No, we're not showing up. So
It doesn't work.
I've shown you in the beginning of the stream, guys. Clearly it is working. It's just not being pushed by YouTube for whatever reason. So, and if the fox could eat people when there is a yawn, she would have eaten me twice over. So that was a huge yawn.
At least I don't yawn on camera.
No, you do. People just can't see it.
Yeah, but that's yeah, but you're not people.
Am I not people? Am I not the people? Am I not
you're a
the
beast.
Final Fantasy?
No, you're a beast.
I mean, depends on the beast, right? Depends on the beasts. Let's summon the worm and let's smashy it, because we have a lot of rage available for us. That should be a quick kill. That should be a quick kill over there. Let's see. Let's enable crit and let's destroy it. Yup, that's a lot of damage, and we don't have, unfortunately, Sykes out. So let's quickly pull out Sykes. We are lazy, so we're gonna teleport back into the base. We're gonna talk to this person. We're gonna finish up this episode for YouTube. Obviously on stream we're gonna continue, and then we are going to do the second episode of today's evening, which is from A to B to C to A to B to A to B to A. You look well. Have you caught your quarry then? Your skills as a hunter rivals those of our best. I applaud you for your success, Isolith. The meat will need to be heavily smoked before I ship it to Weisket. Worry not, you have my word that he will receive it in time for the banquet. You must be eager to obtain the third ingredient. I regret to say that I know not of its location. For the nuns, you should return to Costa del Sol and seek Weisket's counsel. Ah, but behold a moment. Since you will be meeting the captain again soon, there is something I would like you to deliver him for me. So, okay. Before we accept the next quest, obviously, guys, you know, we are going to switch over to the next episode. You know where to find us. YouTube should be live. I can see it changing live, but it is not live. If you want to be seen on stream, twitch.tv/Hanantasy. If you want to comment on YouTube, that's fine too, even though it's not live on Live Play HCTV. Fox, what is the wisdom of today's episode?
Who teleports? 50-50. And I managed to go the wrong way.
Until next time. Bye bye.